Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block, on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Hey, good afternoon everybody. It looks like we are live and kicking on this Saturday afternoon. Just got here in the nick of time, getting everything ready while the intro is going on. Let me just plug my earphones in, 2 seconds. Here we go. Oh yes, rocking and rolling. Well, we've got a show going on today. There is never a dull moment in crypto, as I have said many a time before. But it's getting even juicier as the time goes on, because we know what's coming. Like, you can see it in the figures. People are getting excited. I can feel it. I can smell it in the air. It's coming. So before we get into the juicy goss, let's just crack on with this. This is the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. And everything you need to know is in these figures, so long as you're smart enough to spot it and figure out what they mean. So, if you need pictures, there are plenty of pictures you can find on the internet. This is all about understanding these figures. So we'll start off with this. So obviously the talk of the town is this price here. We've got a core coin that's gone up to 23,670. Again, it's like FOMO going in, but it really doesn't make any difference because there is no value in core coin whatsoever. So that number go up is a massive bubble, which means that price, as in like when it turns into value, will be flowing into Bitcoin. And at the moment, according to CoinDance, you can pick up Bitcoin for just $179. Unbelievable. Literally like the trade of the century, the trade of a lifetime, going from core coin into Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm already in Bitcoin. Like, I'm not a gambler. I just simply follow the protocol. Like, I'm not going to buy anything that's got no value whatsoever because it's just a massive risk. And to be honest with you, I just can't be dealing with the headache of dealing with risk. And it's just like there's no point. When you can see it's coming to a dead end and you know it's coming over anyway, I welcome watching the price going up because it's just like, all right, nice, not going to take long. Now we can see actually what is definitely coming over, and then after that, oh my goodness, like going to be absolutely huge. But We've got the hash rate. So Bitcoin currently with 0.5% of the hash rate. Bcrash 1.2, Coolcoin 98.1. Network nodes, same as they ever were ever since Bitcoin got its protocol back on the 15th of November 2018. So we got 2.3% of the nodes on Bitcoin, 10.2 on Bcrash, 87.5 on Coolcoin. Transactions, again, I mean, this is where the value is. Like, literally, Bitcoin is a medium of exchange. It is a tool that enables, encourages, and accelerates the facilitation of trade. That is its utility. Without that utility, it is nothing. It doesn't look pretty because it's digital. It doesn't smell nice because it's digital. You know, it doesn't feel good because it's digital. Like, it doesn't exist physically. It's literally like a medium of exchange. Without the utility of a medium of exchange, which is like, you know, transacting, a medium for the use of exchange, you know, trading goods and services. Without that, it's nothing. So in order to facilitate that trade, it has to be the fastest. It has to be the most scaled. It has to deal with the highest volume. And it has to be the cheapest medium of transaction compared to anything. Otherwise, it will just simply fail. Because being a tool, it is competitive by nature. And as I'll explain later on, this is why all the miners on the network, those who support the network, put every effort into increasing speed and scale and reducing the cost, because that is what adds value to it, which means the value will come flooding in. It's really not rocket science if you're even just mildly intelligent. So we've got 74.5% of the transactions on Bitcoin, 1.3 on Bcrash. I don't even know why that chain exists. I mean, literally, like, Darwinian theory played out in front of our eyes. Honestly, I mean, I can't figure out, you know, who is more intellectually challenged. Is it Bcrashers or Coolcoiners? I mean, they're both pretty similar, to be honest with you, in terms of intellectual capacity. It's just like their attitude. You know, one is just like more gung-ho and risk taker. The other's just like, oh no, stairs, oh, don't change. You know, which is why Blockstream went to the effort of stealing the ticker without telling everybody that it had changed. Like, oh no, if we change the ticker, it'll freak people out. They just want Bitcoin. Yeah, it's just like, all right, well, you know, I mean, you've got to understand what's gone on. You know, it's crazy. So transactions, Coolcoin only with less than 25%. Oh, good grief. Block size again, Bitcoin smashing it, 59.3. Bcrash 2.5, Coolcoin 38.1. And tell you what, while we're here, as I've just explained that, for any shitcoiners in it, I'm literally just going to try and show you like what I mean in pictures to help you out, if you know what I mean. Here we go. This is as best as I can explain Bitcoin for you. Hold on 1 second. Where's that gone? Here, this is what I was after. Make that big. There we go. Clear for all the world to see. I've even drawn like little arrows just to show you. So this is where Bitcoin started, like at the Genesis block, with this little note that Satoshi put in there for everybody. And Bitcoin has remained the same. All it's done is massively scaled. You know, it's all to do with like increasing speed and scale and reducing cost. That's all it's done. Now what happened is, you can see along the top here, we've got the ticker symbol. So first of all, it was known by BTC. And then Blockstream came along, changed it, prevented it from scaling, segregated the signatures so they could centrally control it, turned it into a piece of crap. It's going nowhere because it's got no value. So that's where the BTC ticker went. And then the ticker just simply changed, like the Bitcoin didn't. The ticker just went to BCH. And then Roger Ver and his cronies then like added checkpoints, and they were changing the protocol every 6 months, you know, tampering around with it, preventing people from using it, you know. And so then Bitcoin just simply had to carry on, but the ticker symbol had to change. But it's not changed since the Genesis block. It can't change. Well, you cannot change it. You can't change it without centralizing it. And the reason these douchebags here were able to change the protocol is because if the protocol was controlled by a centralized entity, then it wouldn't have any value. Money cannot have any value if it has a central point of authority or control, which is why these goons can tamper with it. But when they tamper with it, they crash its value to zero because they centrally control it. This is the whole point. It's hilarious. But yeah, I hope I've explained that relatively simply. So while we're still on CoinDance, let's have a quick look at the blocks on Bcrash for lols. Because like I said, I only look at this once a day. I always like to give myself a bit of a giggle. So it's currently 4,923 blocks have been mined. This is the hash rate. So this is Anne-Marie actually tried to take control of Bcrash himself. He was just like, look, you know, I want my money. I want my money. I want you to give me my money. So that's why he added the E50, which was the something funding system. Oh, I should remember this. Hold on. We've got BCH IF. Is it IFP? Yeah. Infrastructure funding plan. I mean, it's like, whatever, mate. Call it whatever you like. You're just like stealing people's money. It's hilarious. So obviously people didn't like that. And so they carried on as the bitchin chain, or like BCHN. So this is the difference in proof of work. So you can see like Anne-Marie's coin is going nowhere. I don't know what he's doing, just sitting on his own. Like, it's hilarious. And this is the bitchin chain. So check Hathor out. Now we've 38.9% of the hash rate on the network. So we'll have a look in a minute to see what kind of blocks Hathor is mining, because initially when it came on the scene, it was just simply scooping up all the empty blocks. But yesterday we noticed it started mining blocks with data in it as well, literally stealing the block reward of all these shitcoin enterprises, which is hilarious. And then this is Anne-Marie's infrastructure funding plan. Good grief. So we've got mining Dutch. I don't know what they're doing on there. Like 52.4%. Pooling is on there. Like the Hathor's on there, scooping up the empty block. I mean, it's just absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So yeah, I mean, like, let's see this on Anne-Marie's coin. There's literally like nothing there, but Hathor playing a major role on Bcrash, still scooping up those empty blocks. But let's go back to the main chart, and we'll see if Hathor's got any blocks with any data in. We'll play spot the biggest block on Bcrash. So in terms of spotting the biggest block, I can see a 293. Keep an eye on Hathor. Has Hathor mined any other blocks with any data in it? We've got 296 from Antpool. I mean, the data amounts on Bcrash are absolutely shockingly bad. Hathor's mined a 107 block and a 159. It's just slowly creeping up the amount of data that it's getting in the blocks. Just slowly increasing the stranglehold that it's got on all these shitcoin enterprises. Like, absolutely hilarious. Need we look at Corecoin, because they've given themselves a 1 megabyte restriction, which just absolutely cracked me up. You know, and we know why they've done it. It's because they tell people you're not meant to use it. You're not meant to use it because we don't want you to use it. Because if you use it, it gives it value, and that's what we don't want. We want number go up, yeah. All right, Ponzi. And these shitcoiners are so dumb, they just can't, they just don't understand it. Oh dear. Anyway, let's have a look at Bitcoin. I mean, look, immediately the first block we can see in the column is 5 megabytes. And then 6 megabytes, and then Tal another 6. Oh, we've got a 12 megabyte block down here. But I mean, look at all the data that's starting to come on chain. We've got Hathor has mined a block with a little bit more data in it than usual. Hathor has mined a 1 megabyte block on Bitcoin. Wow, chomping at the toes. Tal is on another 12. Is that the biggest one? Another 12.3 by Huobi. Right. Let's go through these graphs then. Is the hash rate by network? Again, hash rate will follow price, which will follow value. So we know it's coming over. Proof of work by network since the first chain split on the 1st of August 2017. Again, Coin and Bcrash will just simply cease to exist one day. I say this on every show. So anybody who's doing their research in the future, after these chains have literally just like disintegrated into nothing virtually overnight, people will say, how did you know this? You can't have possibly known this. What did you know that I didn't? Well, actually quite a lot, to be honest with you. And then literally all of that will just be on Bitcoin. This is just Bcrash versus Bitcoin hash rate. Bcrash versus Bitcoin proof of work. This is where the value is. So it's 3,900 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Coin, because Coin's a piece of shit and you're not meant to use it anyway. And it is 16.5% more profitable to mine on Coin. All right, that shows the competitiveness for Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on there then. So daily average Bitcoin block size by network, Bitcoin winning. Transactions by network, Bitcoin smashing it. Transactions per block, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees USD, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees Satoshis, Bitcoin smashing it. Block reward ratio, again, that will come with price, which will follow value, which will come with time. And to be honest with you, just round the corner if you ask me. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Again, the Bitcoin chain just simply looks like Amaree's coin in comparison. It's absolutely hilarious. And here we go. So we've got global hash rate 7 days. F2 pool absolutely macking it hard. Ant pool up there this week, followed by Poolin, the Huobi, Binance, and BTC.com. So BTC.com is the biggest loser this week, having been pushed down into 6th place. Global hash rate 24 hours. This might look very similar to Coin actually. I mean, oh yeah, so it just looks like Poolin on Coin is being pushed out by BTC.com and Huobi, but the rest of it is pretty much identical. So F2 pool, Ant pool, boo, don't want to see them up there. Poolin, BTC.com, Huobi via BTC, Binance, massive shitcoin enterprise. Again, so this is Coin again. So like Ant pool macking it hard on Coin today. Binance still on there. BTC.com getting themselves up to 3rd. They're obviously wanting some. The Bitcoin chain. So again, Hathor absolutely macking it, taking away those empty blocks. All these shitcoin enterprises do not have a chance to just simply get easy block rewards. I find it absolutely hilarious. And here we have Bitcoin. This is where it's going on. So we've got Huobi, 25%, Tal 17 via BTC. I don't know who via BTC is, but Hathor still chomping away on there, keeping all these miners on their toes. Norpool, Mempool, and we've got BTC.com and F2 pool, just missing Poolin on there, but all they're doing is gesturing anyway. Alrighty, that's Coin Dance done. Let's have a little look at Bitcoin Blocks Live. Seeing this bad boy in action today. Let's see what's going on. So again, for any newbies who haven't seen this, we've got the number of transactions per second in the top right hand corner. Currently showing 2.5. I've seen this as high. I've seen this over 3,000 transactions per second. These like rectangles here that you're seeing being added to this line. These are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network. Each transaction has a transaction ID and it tells you the input, the output, the total output, and the op return down here. Once the nodes have picked up the transactions, they're then thrown in the meme pool. And it's in the meme pool, once they're in there, that they are then competed for by the miners who economically sustain the network, who look to build a block, process the transaction, put it in the block, and place the block on the blockchain, when they are then rewarded with the Bitcoin that are stored in the Coinbase of that block. So as you can see, we've got a 21 megabyte block here, and in the highlighted rectangular box below that, of that box, we've got the hash rate given to the box, the block height mined by who, the size, the time, the transaction count. So that 21 megabyte block had 84,830 transactions in it, totaling fees of $18.51. So it's the fees that basically, in the end of the day, have to overtake the block reward subsidy, because the block reward subsidy gets cut in half every 210,000 blocks, which takes approximately sort of 4 years to put on the blockchain. So as the block reward gets cut in half, it's literally nothing to do with scarcity make number go up. Like literally, when there just simply aren't enough blocks being produced, the small miners just simply get squeezed out. They will not be able to economically sustain themselves, and the chain eventually will collapse. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, so let scarcity make number go up. What are you going to do when there's no blocks being produced? So the last Bitcoin block will be produced in the year 2140. So scarcity make number go up, but there's no block rewards anymore. So how's the network going to be sustained? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It has to be sustained through the transactions on the network. That's the whole point. Bitcoin needs huge volumes of transactions in order to survive. Otherwise, it's just going to be a Ponzi scheme up until the year 2100. That's about it. But that's it. You know, so like the longest going Ponzi scheme in history, if you're a BTC shitcoin. Honestly, it's just absolutely insane. Like, it doesn't require a lot to figure out what's going on. You know, like 2 and 2 together. Honestly, that is it. So let's have a look at some of our comparative charts here. So we're going to look at BitInfo charts. Here we go. So again, for any newbies, it's quite funny looking at the rich list. You can see where you are in comparison to things. These are a number of different charts and metrics you can look at. We've got comparison here. So Bitcoin has actually got 26.3% of the overall transactions on the entire crypto sphere, the crypto universe, like, as it were. XRP is not a currency. It's just simply a cross-border remittance service. That's why it's like showing transactions on it. And Ethereum's just got loads of DeFi crap at the moment with no value in it whatsoever. It's a proof of stake network. It's got no fundamental value. It can't operate as money. It will not be able to economically sustain the chain. It will collapse. Same with XRP. It's pre-mined. It's an utter piece of crap. And the only reason XRP has got a market at the moment is because money doesn't work. As soon as Bitcoin starts working, everything's going to run on Bitcoin. Literally everything, including cross-border remittance services. So XRP will literally be gone. So XRP is pre-mined, and all they do is dump their pre-mined digital crap on unsuspecting members of the public and use it to fund their business, their loss-making business. It's an absolute scam. Like, literally an absolute scam. You know, crazy. So anyway, on this BitInfo chart along the top here, you can see a number of shitcoins that you can compare. And then we'll just go to transactions at the moment, and we'll go to log view, and we'll do 3 years, and then we'll take out Litecoin because that's an absolute piece of crap. Well, actually, we might put it in just for if there's any newbies watching this. Look, you can see, we've got Dogecoin in there. Good grief, when we take that out. We'll add Litecoin. And then we'll add Bitch in, like, just for a bit of fun, so you can see the comparisons. Here we go. Right, so this purple one, as you can see, at the end of 2018, started right down here. But look at the rapid acceleration of Bitcoin, which is the purple one. Absolutely shooting past Litecoin, which is in yellow. Absolutely smashing Bcrash, which is in green. And it's surpassed Core Coin, which is in blue. And now it is knocking on the door of Ethereum. And that's literally all happened just since November 2018. So 2 years, pretty much. 2 years is all it's taken. That's 24 months after all that turmoil. And it is knocking on the door of Ethereum. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, let's add XRP, see what happens. Let's see, shall we? So XRP is in green, and we've got SV transactions in turquoise. I mean, look how close it is. Look how close it is. And XRP isn't even money. Yeah, it won't even work when, or it won't even be needed when Bitcoin starts working, because Bitcoin is money. real money, not just simply a cross-border remittance service crap. You know, with a load of wannabe entrepreneurs getting the public to sustain their business. Like, absolutely outrageous. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency asset promotions consultation, response to HM Treasury. Oh, this was interesting. So again, I got this through from Google, and I said here, Google making the case for Bitcoin even stronger. It says we're writing to let you know that we recently announced new storage policies for Google accounts using Gmail, Google Drive, etc., including docs, sheets, slides, drawings, and or Google Pics that bring us in line with industry practices. And so they said here, we're writing to let you know, well, that's a bit I've just said. So since you've previously used one or more of these products in your Google account storage, we wanted to tell you about the new policies well before they go into effect on the 1st of June 2021. Below is a summary of the new policies. So summary of the new policies. If you're inactive for 2 years, 24 months in Gmail, Drive or Photos, we may delete the content in the products in which you're inactive. Oh, cheers, Google. Google One and members who are within their storage quota. So again, they've got a storage quota. No such thing on Bitcoin. In good standing, will not be impacted by this new inactive policy. If you exceed your storage limit for 2 years, we may delete your content across Gmail, Drive and Photos. Yeah, I mean, I've got a number of Gmail email accounts that I use for my various Twitter profiles. And also money button. So, but I mean, I guess this is just simply deleting the data, you know, pictures and stuff. But even so, they're just like, yeah, we're going to delete that if you don't use it. Oh, all right, cheers, thank you know. So it just goes to show you do not own your data. This is the whole point. This is why Bitcoin is needed. You know, it's a massive point to bear in mind. So anyway, I've been going for 1 hour 14 minutes. I always get carried away with me, carried away. Like, oh my goodness. So let's just put this picture up here while we're doing dinging of Zedong. There we go. Checking out those lovely arrows. So did you say we had 8 people in there, Shelley? Is that right? We've got 8 people in there. But I can just do the 2 of you that I can see so far. So just opening up my hand cash. It is in Colombian pesos. Sending money. Here we go. With an LEY and an MAC. There we go. Swiping to send on the way. Next one's yours, Neezy. Got it. Here we go. Smoker pipe sending money. NEEZY. Swiping to send on the way. Anyone else? Any new paymails or handles in there that I can dong? You know, that's one of my favourite parts of the day. There we go. Right then, folks, hope you enjoyed that show. That'll do for today. I know it's been a long one, but you know, time flies when you're having fun. So as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Same time tomorrow. Catch you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah! One vision.